Okay. So it's very important, guys. This is the reason why you need the exercise. Okay? So as much as possible, you need to massage that, not just one little exercise. You need to do the whole body. This is why the stretching is important. Muscle building is important. Okay? So everything, especially as you age, so all my seniors are doing this 3 times a week. They do this 12 times. All my seniors over 65, when they come to the office, I ask them, did you do the Bryce sit? Okay? Every time. Because I want to get, and so Assembly Adventist God gave it in the Bible. Okay? Let me run through. All right. This here, I don't know if I have time. I didn't expect to spend so much time, but this is where you actually learn to rewire the brain. The A, B, C, D, E, 5, 21 P. I'm going to run through it very fast. S is the super decision. You have to make a super decision. This is my daughter. Okay, super decision. You got to make a super decision. Without a decision to do something, if you don't make that decision to lose that weight, you will not lose the weight. Anybody here, did you hear me? If you don't make the decision to lose the weight, you will not lose the weight. You can't just decide, well, maybe one day I'll lose the weight. You got to decide, I'm going to be 165. Okay? So, A is for advantages. B is for behavior change. C is for complete. D is for disadvantage. E is for environment. I'm just going to take a few. A, here's how A works. Okay, so D was the super decision, crucial. A is when you're faced with a German chocolate cake. Here's when it works. This is why I want you to remember it. You look at the German chocolate cake. You've decided that you don't want to eat German chocolate cake, or in this case, white rice. You decided, you know, I'm going to give up white rice. I've been eating it all my life. I'm 50 years of age. I have never gone to bed without white rice. But I'm going to try and give up white rice. What you do, you look and say, if I give up white rice, I'm going to live longer. I'm going to have better memory. I'm not going to get diabetes. You start look at all the positive things and rehearse it. Okay, you keep saying it to yourself. And before you know it, you move away from the white rice. You got to understand when you make these decisions, your behavior changes that occur. Guys, I'm doing a 1-hour lecture in 5 minutes. These for disadvantages. You think of all the bad things that are going to happen to you. Okay? So if you're faced with a plate of cheese and you're a male or you're a female with breasts and you see the literature, 12 out of 14 studies have shown a link between cheese and prostate cancer. And you decide that you're not going to get it. So you look at the cheese and you say to yourself, I am not going to get prostate cancer. I am not going to get prostate cancer. You follow? So you think of all the disadvantages, the reason for why you want to change that habit. That's how it works. Okay? Think of the reasons why you want to change. I don't want to be sick all the time. I don't want to be homeless. I want to get bankrupt. If you get your check and you go out and you buy 10 red dresses every week, sooner or later you're going to be bankrupt. So whatever habit that you want to change. Okay, E, very important. E is for environment. There's sometimes you need to change some of your friends. Change from the place you eat. If you're trying to give up coffee, you don't want to have a meeting with Starbucks. You follow? If you're trying to give up donuts, you don't bring donuts home. Okay? You avoid liquor shops. If you change your environment. I have a daughter. My last daughter is overweight. Very overweight. And I don't know where I went wrong. You know, I thought I was a good father, a good example, but she's overweight. Rand just got a full scholarship from Manhattan School of Music. and she left Texas and went to New York. My second daughter in Boston, what they do is every other weekend they go visit each other. And Yolanda called me and said, Daddy, you can't believe it. Rian has lost so much weight. So I said, Yolanda, you think she's sick? She said, no, Daddy, she has to walk everywhere she goes. Now, Rian had her own car. So if Rian is going half a block, Rian gets in her car and she drives the car. Now, the New York is a subway. Rian doesn't have a car. As a matter of fact, I took her off the insurance. And everywhere Rian goes now, she walks. And Rian has now lost 8 tons of weight. What happened? She changed the environment. So there are certain rooms in my office that I don't go into. Especially at nights when I'm there dictating, all by myself. Nobody's going to see me with a big cookie. But I just don't exit the building through that room. I go through another room. Why? Because I've been going home at nights, not thinking of anything, and all of a sudden I see this big cookie in my hand. Gotta stop. Huh? 5 minutes. So guys, there's some, you just have to change the environment of some things. So that's why the Super D, A, B, C, D, E, 521D. If McDonald's is your problem, and on the 5th Street and 7th Avenue corner there's a McDonald's, use 4th Street to go home. You follow? So you need to change your environment, change some of the things. So put some thinking into this. And if you have a favorite chair and a favorite room, go somewhere else, not at that room. Okay? So change the environment. Bring home healthy things to eat. And by the way, women, some of you will lose your husbands because of the things you bring home. You will lose some of your children to drugs because we get them addicted on these processed foods, which is a pre-runner to drugs. Okay? So you want to change the environment of your kitchen. It's very important. All right, I'm going back the opposite direction. Sorry. Okay, all right. I want to teach you this one. Maybe the last one here. The urge for that cigarette, that white rice, only lasts 5 minutes. So A, B, C, D, E, 521P. Remember that urge, it will come back. It will come back. But that urge, you can walk away from that urge if you just do something else for 5 minutes. My patients tell me this is the most effective of everything. Right? So that thing that you must have, just find something else. So drink a glass of water. Do something else. You remember when that ice cream and that cake was put before you and you got that phone call and you had to go and at the end of that 10 minutes phone call, what happened? The ice cream and the cake wasn't so attractive anymore. You take it up, put it in the garbage. What happened? That urge, you could walk away from it. I'm almost done now. Okay, all right. Remember that this fight to make this change, 21 days, that's all you have to do. You will go for a comfort level. For 21 days, you're going to go through discomfort, white rice withdrawal. For 21 days, you're going to go through white rice withdrawal. You can feel the white rice in your mouth even when you're sleeping. You're going to go through it for 21 days. But at the end of 21 days, your taste buds would have changed so much by eating the brown rice. And when you go back and taste the white rice, it tastes like little garbage. My patients tell me that. Okay? So you just know that the struggle is only 21 days. And this is my last slide. Don't forget the power of prayer. Amen. Do not forget the power of prayer. I learned this at Harvard. I wish I had time to go through this with you. But next time. Remember, self-control. Okay? Isaiah 65 and verse 24. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. Christ wants you to be successful. Don't forget the power of prayer. A lady came to me once and she said, Dr. Price, I struggle to come up with my car payments every month. And every month, God comes through. And I never thought that I could pray to ask God to help me to go to school. Never crossed my mind. Friend, He wants you to be successful. Don't forget that the battle is not yours. The battle is the Lord's. He will give it into your hands. And friends, I promise you that this will never happen to you. Don't overload your donkey. God is on your side. This is literally my last slide. When I saw this slide, I looked at it and I said, you know, if these are show dogs, and they take this cat and walk before these show dogs, and these dogs must sit still and don't even twitch to win the prize. And I said to myself, if they can teach a dumb dog to change its culture, there is hope for Errol Bryce. Amen. Friends, we have this promise. I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow in my decree.